Hello, beautiful people. Welcome, 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 and congratulations on joining the 12-week journey that you're about to embark on. Now, please take the time through this course to really hone in on why you are doing this 12 weeks. I would love for you to have maybe a journal or a diary or something that you have with you and write some intentions down before you even start the course on why you're actually doing this. It can really help to um, anchor in, I guess you would say. It helps us to really anchor in that reason, but also wanting to get the better results for ourselves when we know the reason why we're doing it. Now, as you know, this course is all about cultivating and harmonizing a deeper connection with yourself, coming back to safety with your nervous system, and really honing in on finding that solidness and that groundedness of being who you truly are and learning that through frequency and how we can use our frequency to utilize um, and harmonize that within ourselves. And not only that, but those nourishing, nurturing, beautiful foods that we can really help to also hone in on that and bring back that safety to ourselves, bring back um, that real nurturing side of not only looking at our physical, our emotional, our mental, our spiritual, all of our different sides of who we are, and basically what we call the dimensions of wellness. We're really going to be tapping into that through this course and through the vibro bed and through the support calls that I'm going to be giving you to help you unlock that potential within yourself to want to be the best version of yourself. And sometimes we can't do this alone. That's why we need support. That's why we need to find that security within our nervous system. Because for many of us, our nervous system has been so wired for so long that it doesn't know what safety is anymore. And that's why we're here, is to help bring back that safety. Because once we have that safety within ourselves, our body then starts to understand or allow us to want to choose better choices in all areas of life. We start to want to choose better for ourselves in every direction. And that not only helps us, but it's that knock on, that flow on, that ripple effect that creates throughout our family, our friends, our community. And it starts to just become this beautiful flow on effect that helps us to live a more nurturing and nourished life overall. Now, who doesn't want that, right? Who doesn't want that? So I'm very excited for you to be here. I know that you guys are also so excited to be on board and to get this going. I don't want you to rush it. So I know that you may want to get into a lot of the nutrition, or you may want to get into a lot of the nervous system stuff and just go, go, go. But what we need to do here is remember it's like we're trying to reverse or um, chill out, unwind, unravel that side of us that wants to do it all at once. And I understand this from that place because I also have that personality that wants to do that. So so I understand that we want to just jump all in and do it all. But within this program, just remember you have 12 weeks. So we have the time, and on a daily basis, you can be doing like one of the videos or a certain part of the course. You can be doing that and then letting it integrate the next day before you choose something else. Really let it sink in, or allow yourself to really go, yes, I got that. Like I understood what that was about, and before you move on, instead of trying to rush through it. The other part I want to say here is with the frequency side of things, you don't have to just learn the frequency from the vibro bed and from the video that I've given you within the course. I also have a beautiful way of being able to tap into your own resonant frequency, personalized for you, that we can actually create frequencies for that you can listen to on a daily basis if you want that. So let me know if that's something you want, because I can add that into your program as well. But as I said, buy yourself a beautiful journal or a diary or something and write down some really deep, thought-provoking questions and things about why you are doing this course for yourself. Now, we know that we're doing this because we are choosing us in this moment in time, in this on this timeline. We are choosing us for once. And it doesn't mean that we forget about everything else, but I love that saying of it's not about me first, it's about me too. So you've got to fill your own cup to a certain point and have your benefits and needs met before you can be the best version of yourself for everyone else. And this is something I've learned over the course of my journey of doing nervous system regulation, of on my own health journey over the last 8, 9 years. And it really has helped me to see that we need to look after us first. It's not about putting the kids first. It's not about putting the partner first. Yes, they are very, very important and a part of our whole aspect. But if we're not filling ourselves up first here and foremost for us, then we become so bogged down, burnt out, and just completely done with life to even want to look after ourselves. And we don't want that. I've been there, and we don't want to be at that burnout stage, that chronic stress stage, because you really have nothing left in the tank. And so using those sorts of parts of you that are always wanting to go, 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 allow them to be the driver to go in deepwards, in deeper with this course. Deepwards, is that a word? To go in deeper with this course. Like, use that as the driver to go really deep and to allow yourself to surrender to all of it. Allow yourself to slow down to every aspect of what this is going to be teaching you. Now, through the course, obviously we get the support calls, and through those support calls, you can we can basically go over anything you want. It may not even be the things that are in the videos. It could be something completely different, and that is perfectly fine. That is perfect in all ways. And so I want you to, in that journal that you're going to have for yourself, just write down each week or each day that you're learning things, or that you may have some questions or concerns or things you want to bring up. Write them in that journal so you don't forget them, or write them in your phone. And another thing I'd love you to do is to let the family know that this is a big commitment for you, and ask them to be on board with you to support you the whole way through. Because remember, 12 weeks, that's 3 months, and it's quite a while that you could be really nurturing and nourishing yourself in the best way possible. But we can do that more and deeper and with more support for ourselves if we know that everyone else is also in our corner, or oh, I just dropped something in our corner, or doing it alongside us, or helping us to do it for ourselves. The other thing I want to mention is that we are here to reclaim, release stress, and really realign with our truest version of ourselves. Now, as we do that, there may be parts of us that almost not like die off, but I guess they do. They just start to fall away, or they become different. And that doesn't mean that we have to be scared of that. It doesn't mean that we have to stop ourselves from going on that new path because this side of us is no longer going to be there, or it seems to be, falling away or whatever. Talk to me about that if that's happening, because this is what can stall us and hold us back. Is we go, oh my God, but if I'm going to be that version of myself, are these people going to like me anymore? Or am I going to have this person in my life anymore? Or what will my kids start to think of me? Or, there are these like conflicts in the brain of the monkey mind. And it's something I want you to talk about with me if that comes up, because that's a part of why we are where we are. We need to address that so that we can move forward and evolve and keep building and nurturing ourselves in a way that is not scared and then not going to stall and stop and do nothing. Because that can happen, especially after about the 7 or 8 week mark. That stuff can really happen because we start to go, hang on, I feel like I'm a completely different person right now. Or I'm not who I thought I was, and now I don't want this stuff anymore. And it can be scary. And so that's why we need to talk about it and bring that stuff up. So around that 8 week mark, we will be, I will be having your calls around that sort of thing, but write that down in your journal as something that may happen, just so that you're aware of it. And so that it's something that we can discuss if it comes up earlier, or if it's something that you're really worried about, we can discuss it straight away. I think that's it. I think that's all that I need to say here, other than all the boring stuff, about you can start the course in any way that you like. You can choose how you start it. Some people may want to start with the nutrition side. Some people may start with the nervous system stuff, but I do encourage you to start with the nervous system stuff, because the more that we can come back home and feel safe within our nervous system, the better choices we make elsewhere, which is the nutrition and, the choices we're making in life with the way that we move and all the things that we do in everyday life, maybe with our work and our friendships and all of those sorts of things. So the nervous system is what comes first with that, because we have to feel safe and we have to feel nurtured within ourselves, from ourselves, not from everyone else, but that nurturing's got to come from within for us to feel solid in who we are. And so that's why the nervous system stuff, I feel, is the most important to start with. But if you are someone who wants to start with the nutrition stuff, please go ahead. You may be someone who's already quite tapped in on the nervous system stuff, but just needs that bit of a kick up the bum. And so you may be looking more for the nutrition stuff. And so that's where you want to hone in on and really, learn about the nourishing sides of that for yourself. So either way is fine, but I'm just saying the nervous system stuff is there first for that reason. So I think that's everything, guys. Let me know if you have any concerns or questions around any of this, or if you have any questions around the course itself. I will be checking in with you in the next few days or within this week to see when you want to book your VibroBed sessions and book your calls. You may want to leave those out and just book them whenever it suits you, or you may want to schedule them in if you're a scheduler. And yeah, and let's see how this all goes. I'm very excited. Now, because you guys are my first intake of this course, please allow me to screw up and mess up if I need. Because like you, I'm here for my first time as well. So that is a reason why, I'm very, very excited, but I'm also nervous myself. And I will put my hand up and say that this is also my nervous system in a state where it needs to learn to come to safety, to be of that support for people and be an impact in their life and things like that. And I know I have been that in the past in different businesses, but to me, this is even more profound because it's on a deeper level and it's coming from my heart to yours in the deepest way. And I truly want this to work for you in so many different benefits, and for you to really cultivate and harmonize every part of this so that you can walk away of a much better version of yourself for yourself, because it's all about coming back to us, nurturing and nourishing who you truly are and reclaiming who you are for your truest and highest self. So thank you, guys. Thank you all for listening in, and I'll see you all through the program. Thank you. Bye.